I just love that I could pack this whole braid and the collapsible bobbin in my suitcase. This braid is from my friend Christina Mossad and her business Alight Hand Wovens, and I got it when we were at a fiber festival together. So I was really excited to be able to spin this up on our vacation to Lake Lure. So this is the braid. Like I said, it was super easy to pack in a tiny little suitcase because I had the collapsible spinperfect bobbin. And then it was really easy to just pack one braid, so that way I could bring my SpinOlution Bullfrog, which also collapses partially. It had never gotten to go on vacation before, so this was the time. You can see you can just pop the top up and pop the bottom part down, and then it comes up to a full-size wheel. But it did definitely fit in the back of our Subaru Forester Sport, along with, you know, my husband's grilling stuff and all of our kids and the dogs and suitcases, and you know, so we definitely were able to get it in there. And it comes with the SpinOlution poly winder that I bought extra and added on there. You can see this is the beautiful view at Lake Lure. For spinning this yarn, I really wanted to be able to show off using the poly winder. It definitely made it fun. I have a thread ply, sort of flame ply plan, so I want to spin kind of a slightly thick and thin yarn. And here you can see putting together the collapsible bobbin, and that way I didn't have to shove a whole big giant bobbin. This is actually the 8-ounce size, which you will see me spinning on my 16-ounce Bullfrog. So it looks a little funny, but it works great. And the 8-ounce bobbin is what I had in the collapsible spinperfect variety, so I actually had bought these to go with my King Bee, but like I said, I wanted to bring the Bullfrog on this trip, so you can easily take these apart and put them back together, as long as you follow the main rule of these, which is do not over twist them at all. Like, you want to really, really gently put them together, and, you know, honestly leave the twisting a little on the loose side, because the plastic, if you twist it too much, will definitely be hard to untwist. So here I am prepping my braid. So like I said, for what I have planned for this, I just want to pull it into really long strips, but not too thin. So you can see me going through here, and I'm just pulling strips down long ways all the way through this braid. And I'm going to leave them, all the strips, about the width of maybe like my pinky. So I'm going to go through, and like I said, that one was a little thicker than I wanted, so I'm going to pull this all the way through. But like I said, what I was shooting for was somewhere between the size of my pinky and my ring finger, so that it was still definitely like spinnable, but you wanted to leave some thicker parts in there where you just get the twist in the fiber, but you can still leave it thicker, so that way when you go through with the thread, you get this really cool thread ply. The poly winder, you just thread it up through the hook and then the little eyelet, and it automatically winds onto the wheel as you're doing it. You can see here I'm kind of doing my usual thick and thin spinning, where I pull parts thin and then kind of wrap my fingers around the thicker part. You just let the twist get into the thicker part, and you can kind of start and stop with your feet. You can see the overhead view here. And one thing I really love about SpinOlution wheels is they're very responsive with the treadling. Here's my dirty feet from running around at the lake. And then here's the part where I've just had a really basic white thread and just a white nylon thread. And when you run the thread counterclockwise and ply with the thread, you end up with this really cool spiral, and you can kind of scoot it up and down on the thread, which you can see I've got on my Lazy Kate, which the Bullfrog has a built-in Lazy Kate, so that's really nice. And so yeah, I'm just, when I get to the thicker sections, I just kind of squunch it up and make like these cool little beehives. And this was such a fun yarn to make. We were only on this trip a little while, and look what I was able to create.